Hello, it's Phoenix J back, y'all, and it is the first Fragrance Friday of 2026. I'm really excited, y'all. I have so many new things to talk to y'all about. Um, First, I do want to say that if you see my previous video, I talked about like going through a shift, and the shift. I started to view a lot more aspects of life as rituals, and fragrance has become one of those favored rituals. Um, as we've been like on this journey together, Fragrance Fridays and our little fragrance school and learning things together, and talking about fragrance in just a really fun and exciting kind of way, I've learned and experienced fragrance as first like a collector, someone who was like, I guess you could also almost say like in this impulse buy phase of just like fragrance addiction, just like buy, 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 buying everything up. And then as I went through holiday season and I wanted to let go of some things in my collection, I ended up giving away like 40 fragrances because I've just had so many that I've just been holding on to that maybe are things that I wouldn't wear. And I started taking what felt like a hoarder mindset to a fragrance. So I had to clean up my collection. And I also decided I wanted to be more intentional with how I wore fragrance and not just wearing things to wear it and just to smell good. But because it's not just because I like to smell good, but every aspect of how I adorn this being is an expression, an extension of how I feel and where I am mentally, emotionally, socially, spiritually, physically. Um, and so I wanted to be more intentional, and that's how we're going to be moving forward with fragrance. Yes, I'm still going to have fun Fragrance Fridays where we just talk about fragrances and key and have a good time. Um, but I want to really begin embracing this idea of fragrance as a ritual and how we adorn ourselves in smells that maybe will, heighten or raise our frequency, bring us to a better, stronger, more optimistic even outlook. I think that there's power in fragrance. I think that there's more than just smelling good. So we're gonna dive into that more on this journey together. Another big thing has happened since I've been on my break. I was officially accepted into the SNIF ambassador program, and so I'm a SNIF ambassador. And while that does not mean I am in official collaboration with SNIF, where I'm doing like ads, I will be talking more about the SNIF fragrances I have in my collection. And if you didn't know, I mean, I've talked about SNIF before, but like these are like many of my full sizes, not even all of them. And I have a few more full sizes and like 8 or 9 travels, like minis. Because there's 2 more, there's 3 more. I have another 2 laying over here. But I love Sniff. It's a great brand, and I'm really excited to begin working with them in a different capacity. This is like just such a fun thing. So, with that being said, I'm going to talk about just a couple of my sniff fragrances that are in this collection. Because while I've gotten rid of a lot of fragrances and things that range from designers to dupes to niche, um, a lot of my sniff fragrances have stayed. I don't think I've gotten rid of any sniff fragrances. So we're going to talk about just a couple of these in this collection. One of my favorites as of recently it's a new one that I've gotten in, and this one is called Golden Ticket. This is my little travel box of Golden Ticket. And let's talk about the notes in here. We've got golden mate, green tea, black tea, sage, incense, and amber. So when I bought this one, because I did just recently have a sniff order too, right before becoming an ambassador. It's funny because my application was in for ambassador after, like a week or two after I placed this order. Uh, mm, this one's so good. So for my people out there who are always looking for that earthy tea like incense, like very cleansing, almost spiritual fragrance. This is a good one for you to check out. Golden Ticket is a good one because it gives tea. It gives tea and incense. It gives um, sophisticated hippie, boho chic. Yes, I'm a hippie, but I work corporate. I don't know, like the duality of both polished and natural, if that makes sense. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot. I haven't actually worn this yet, and I'm thinking I might wear this with something like Rifa Cot or I might wear it alone and put down like the Glossier body butter, something that's really earthy and pulls incense naturally on me anyway. So there's that one. Okay. Another one that I got recently, and it's was pretty exciting because it didn't smell anything like I thought it would. This one is called Way with Woods. Way with Woods, cute little. I like their little travel sizes because these are a little bit more durable of a bottle. It just feels a little bit thicker. Notes here, we've got white tea, mandarin, sandalwood, amber woods in a more warm and cozy kind of sense. Vetiver, musk, and musks can range. In this case, it's going a little bit more earthy and slightly sweet. So this is Way with Woods. And what I remember about this one is that it to me gave a very cool take on woody freight. Yeah, I can smell it. Projection's great. That mandarin comes out in a juicy, kind of sweet way that still gives masculine. Like this is to me a little leans a little bit more masculine. No, they're both truly unisex. This is unisex. It's woody, but it's subtly sweet in a way that feels like again that warm, cozy kind of musk. Mm, that's beautiful. It's subtle, inviting, and gives us the light woodsy scent we're after. Yeah, for someone who wants to get into more woody fragrances, but you don't want that Burberry hero, that really intense woody wood, that Tom Ford Oud wood. Like you don't want something that strong and that bold. I would go this route. It's subtly sweeter because of the musk notes and because of the amberwood and the mandarin. Um, but it's definitely a woody fragrance. Okay, another one that I really enjoy. Um, this one is in collaboration with Professor Perfume, and I think she is on social media. Um, I actually have two from Professor Perfume. Clearly, I use this one. You see, it's almost half gone. It's like three-fifths gone. Yeah, three-fifths feels like a nice approximation. This is honey sweet. Honey sweet. I've been on this journey for a couple years looking for the perfect honey fragrance for me. Um, as I've said before on here and other places, it's like I always want to find that perfect something fragrance in certain categories that I really like. The perfect peach, the perfect honey, the perfect fig. Like those are things, perfect rose. Like for me, so that I can have that go-to fragrance when I'm looking for this kind of thing. And this is the honey scent that I go for. It's one of two that I wear most often when I'm looking for honey notes. It is perfection. Notes, we've got crystallized honey, broom, absolute, lavender flower, saffron, incense, Havana wood, cedar wood, and vanilla bourbon. And it's it's more smoky than you would expect, but it's got the perfect sweetness of honey that lets you know it's honey. Like it's definitely honey. There's not a question if it's honey. It's definitely honey. Professor Perfume did that. And the other one that she has, look, I've got space for it. The other one that she has that she did that I love and I've talked about before on here is Val Factor. Um, a wonderful green fig fragrance with rose notes as well. This one had to macerate for me. When I first got it, it was great because it was very green, very figgy. And I got the galbanum, that green woody kind of balsamic note, but I did not really get the rose. And it was fine. It wasn't a bad fragrance. It was green, it was woody. But over time, that rose, it is rose and neroli. Those floral notes began to emerge more because they do sit closer to the heart. They begin to emerge more with the orris and the cedarwood and the tonka bean and the ambrette, which is a rich, almost nutty kind of amber, and it's just brilliance. It's brilliance. She describes this one. Swipe right on a green fig forward scent that raises a glass to the romance of everyday life. Right with fruity figs, neroli, rose, and cedarwood, this green fragrance bottles that first love feeling. Its modern sophistication is made for everything from the grocery aisle to the wedding aisle. It is that. It is truly versatile, formal, casual, everyday, special occasion. Yes, ma'am. Professor Perfume. Yes, ma'am. Beautiful fragrance. I've got one more, and this has easily become one of like, this is in my top 10 of fragrances. Y'all know I love a skin musk. And from SNIF, we have the fragrance Me. Me, to me, was a play on the name You by Glossier for Glossier You and their skin scent. This is the kind of skin scent I was dreaming of when I heard skin scent. And listen to the notes. You've got orris, plum, peach skin, white moss, musks, and sandalwood. This is a fruity skin musk that is not too fruity and it's perfectly musky. It has a hint, an edge of woodiness. Um, they describe it as a shape-shifting scent that reflects your skin's unique chemistry. It starts with a hint of plum, peach skin, and white moss before settling into a musky blend of orris and sandalwood. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, and then you start getting those musky, woody notes. It's brilliance. It's brilliance. It's one of my favorite skin scents, one of my favorite fragrances. It ranks right up there with Clean Reserve's Skin, right up there with Glossier You for sure. It could compete with any in the collection, especially Rev, which also has that plum kind of a gourmand finish. But this doesn't finish gourmand. It finishes this perfect, balanced skin scent that leans a little bit more woody. Um, and subtly fruity without going very sweet. Yeah, perfection. So thank y'all so much for allowing me the space, take that break, come back here, pop off, have some fun. Um, did y'all notice this? Did you see this? Do you see this? Do you see this craftsmanship? Yeah, my best friend, Aisha the artist, did this. If you want her contact info, because right now the commissions are open. They're not going to be open for much longer. She's booked and she's busy. Um, but oh, and y'all didn't even see the back. I'm gonna give you a little glimpse of the back. Yeah, yeah. It's a one piece cardigan. Get out, one of one. Nobody's touching it. Nobody's touching it. So thank you, Aisha, and thank y'all so much for tuning in to Fragrance Friday with Phoenix J. I'll see y'all next week. Phoenix J out.